Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Today we will attend a meeting to discuss our SOP resistance and tactic for our company, which is Taco Bell Malaysia. But first of all, we need to introduce ourselves. Start with me. I am Nur Hazika binti Zuljaini and I am a Chief Executive Officer for this company.
Hello, my name is Akmal Hanisa binti Muhammad Isa and I am the Chief Administrative Officer.
Hi everyone, my name is Rafika binti Johari and I am Chief People Officer for this company.
Hi, I'm Hanani binti Afandi. My position is Chief Operation Officer.
Okay, thank you all of you. So, I will brief you a little bit about our company background. As we know, our company, which is Politeknik Malaysia, run a food and beverage business, and our new branch in Malaysia, located in Cyberjaya, Kuala Lumpur. We also serve to the customer in two ways, which is dine-in and takeaway. So, due to this COVID-19 pandemic, we must to change our standard operation procedure, which is SOP, from the new one, and we must to accordance with the government standard. So I wish to know how do you help the SOP and discuss it together today. Can we?
Can.
Sure.
Okay. Do you have any slide or medium to share with us about your discussion today?
Yes, we have. Wait a minute. Can you guys see the screen?
Okay. Yes. Thank you, Miss Harani. Okay, for the first agenda, which is SOP, I would like to know what do you think SOP we should do to normalize in our company?
Alright, thank you to Ms. Hazika. As we know that we are in pandemic COVID-19 and we have to follow the SOP that have been set by the government, which is the Malaysian National Security Council. In addition, the Malaysian National Security Council has issued guidelines that have been set to each business premises for each employee and customer to adhere, and we have some improvements in the SOP to prevent COVID-19. The first SOP is Maintenance Social Distancing Protocol, where every employee should always keep a distance with the customer in order to prevent COVID-19 infection, especially employees who serve food and service counters who take orders. Secondly, each employee needs to check the body temperature before entering the premise. Body temperature should be below 37.5 and can be allowed to enter the premise. But when there are workers who exceed the set temperature, we have to isolate themselves and make a swab test to those workers and will give leave to the employee until the result of the swab test are out. And lastly, through health and sanitization check for all employees, perhaps the superiors have incurred expenses to swab test COVID-19 on a weekly basis and supply vitamin C to strengthen the immunity of employees for infection. Then, for sanitation, every worker needs to sanitation before entering the premises and sanitation every 3 hours, especially employees who meet with the customer. That's all from me.
Thank you. A good ideas. But I would like to know whether employee must do a simple swab test, like do a saliva test before start to work.
Thank you for the question. Yes, we will make sure all our employees take a saliva kit before they started the job, and I will appoint someone to observe our employees.
It is every day or a week once?
Every day.
Okay, thank you. Next agenda, which is the tactic. What is your tactic to dealing with the resistance for doing this change?
Okay, I will tell to you guys about the tactic that I think and about this. Firstly, education and communication with other employees. Okay, based from Ms. Akmal Hanisa say about their faith is relate to my information also. So that as chief people officer to suggest for avoiding from being happen that our employees not understand or not listening. So because of no education and communication between employees and administrative officer. By according that, We need suppose have more than that info to understand them and tell them by one or another info we need it. And take a good action for not make them worry by change that we want to change for our Taco Bell to resident. Okay, the second thing that you see in the screen is about the manipulation and competition. By this fact, we need to manipulate the employees to accept this change for doing this. As Chief Executive Officer, which is Ms. Hazika, about need to accept it and make the professional decision to sign it, the document about what we need to change for Taco Bell restaurant. Because of COVID-19 pandemic that we know about it right now, really give big impact to us and everyone too. So by this decision, as usually the employee will follow to their leader and manage to accept it. Furthermore, I guarantee this action can make employees understand and accept it even though we know not everyone like something different from that usually habit they do. As a result, minimum employees to accept the change can give the good result to us and everyone too. And they manage to their work like usually. Okay. The last one that you see in the screen is about the caution. I know this tactic can give negative situation, but if the employees don't want to follow, we need to caution them by the authorities will treat them to reduce or deduct their salary from the original amount or refuse to give them bonus on special day. In this action, it will help or conduct them to accept the decision making by the authorities. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay, thank you. I want to ask something about the coercion tactic.
Yes, what is it?
How much percentage you think to cut off from the worker's salary? May I know?
About that, before I made this decision about this tactic and also give the good commitment about it, I discussed with Chief Financial Officer about this salary. We'll also calculate to manage the good balance about every account that we choose, and we want to give 5% for every employee.
Okay. I will check it with the CFO. Next agenda, which is resistance. Do you think there is any resistance according to the change or SOP?
Well, I think there is, Miss Hazika. Okay, let me explain it. As we should know, due to COVID-19, there are new SOP that need to be followed to prevent COVID-19, like what Miss Hanani says. But because of that, there would be some resistance that might occur due to the changes. For the first one is that the cost will increase. Because of the SOP, many things that need to purchase and not all the things are cheap. Most of them are quite expensive. This can lead to overspending than usual. The second one is that the employee will be burdened with a lot of more work. This can cause the employee to overwork themselves and also become much more tired. Due to COVID-19 as well, there are some SOP regulations that cause limited movement, and because of that, the movement of the employees will become much more slower than usual. This will cause that their work will be delayed due to limited movement. That's all for me.
Thank you, Miss Hanisa. But I'm interested with the cost increase. That's point. What's your target for this cost?
What is my target is that I think the cost will lead to overspending than usual because of the things that need to be buy.
What thing we need to buy?
I think maybe the temperature check, some masks, and also some sanitizer.
Okay, thank you. I like the idea and how you overcome the resistance. Okay, so after I hear all the discussion, and I think I will like it and use it for normalize it in our company. So if any arising issue, we will discuss it in another meeting. So thank you, all of you, for attending this meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.